First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 12. From the gun, here's Swift.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 14. On that one, good for a Houston first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
Check back, 11, check back, 11. Check back.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, there's so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
action. Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. 6-0 our score after one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Here's Swift.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards to go on second down.
On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive,
as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st down, Swift sheds off the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. That one complete. Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Steps away. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Give to Elliott. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
Throwing. Prescott. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to reach.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 7.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
You. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
The give is to Elliott. And he's got room. Power running by Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Elliott. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
A 20th carry here for Elliott.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be second down. Rodgers to throw. Pass caught, Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?